Detoxing is one thing, but then actually addressing the addiction is a second part of it. And that's just as crucial as the safe way to get people off drugs is now you have to almost like reprogram your life to operate without it.
There's a lot of denial when it comes to like a drug like this and actually needing like a medically assisted withdrawal. So like Elevate, we have detoxed a lot of people safely off of Kratom. And it's actually recommended that if you're a heavy Kratom user that you seek, medical help. So like going to a facility like ours where you can get, you have doctors and nurses overseeing your detox and you're in a safe place so you can't, back out. But there's, medications to make this less painful. And some of the things that get prescribed are like clonidine, gabapentin, anti-nausea medications, and sometimes sleep aids. And with the really serious users, they could be prescribed the similar drugs to like a fentanyl user or a heroin user, like Subutex or Suboxone, like in those serious cases. But going to detox can make, quitting kratom, a little bit easier, right? And so you have it, and it is going to still be hard. It always is hard to quit something that's similar to heroin. There's going to be worse sleep and whatnot, but there's a way of like, making those symptoms less bad. And we're not like the biggest fans of medication, but you're likely going to need some sort of medication to get through it because the willpower to go through those symptoms for a long period of time is often not there. You have to really be committed. And so, that's why we have programs like ours, right? Where we can help people through that super tough period of time where, people couldn't do it alone, right? Yeah, you
Well,
don't.
absolutely. And it doesn't have to take a long time. Like because of the doctors, the nurses, the specific medications, the personal touch that we give with, aromatherapy and different things, we get people through the detox part of the program fairly quickly. Like I think people are consistently surprised at how quickly and safely we can bring people completely off of the drugs that they're coming in on.
Mhm.
And sometimes that's where the battle can begin because people start to feel better and they're like, I'm fixed, I'm good, I don't need any more. But this is where the rest of the program needs to come into play because it's great you're now not physically addicted, but you haven't done anything to handle the triggers that you're going to see when you leave and see that Kratom store down the road, the emotional feelings where I don't feel comfortable and good. Oh, what's my go-to? That's right, it's Kratom. So detoxing is one thing, but then actually addressing the addiction is a second part of it. And that's just as crucial as the safe way to get people off drugs is now you have to almost like reprogram your life to operate without it. And that's best done in the safety of a facility or the overseeing of an outpatient where they're diligently checking in and doing all the steps. But there has to be the second part of it. It can't just be the detox from the drug.